What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing a wedding planning vlog, and what that's gonna look like is I'm gonna go through everything that my fiance and I have done to plan our entire wedding on our own by ourselves. I'm gonna share my advice, my tips from a April 2026 bride. We are 4 months out officially, and I just feel like now is the perfect time to go through everything. And I have my notebook here that is literally what guided me through the steps and what I even need to plan as someone who is planning the wedding, you know, on our own. So I'm gonna get into this, and then after the beginning of me talking and going through how I am planning the wedding, I will then show some clips of preparation, like getting my dress altered and taking it to get the alterations, everything that I currently have in my garage for the wedding, things I've bought off Amazon. Without further ado, if you are interested in getting some tips and advice on how I would recommend it to someone, then definitely keep on watching. This paper is literally everything that I wrote down from the minute that we were going to start plan our wedding, and this is literally called my wedding plan, and it has bullet points of everything that needs to get done from right after getting engaged all the way leading up to the wedding day itself. It's a very broad version. It's not super specific because once I actually get to each bullet, then it gets specific as we hit each little milestone. So I just want to give that quick little disclaimer. But just to give everyone some background knowledge and context, Spencer and I will be getting married in April of 2026, which is coming up super close. Our engagement season has been a 1.5 years, and if I could recommend anything to future brides out there, or even future couples who are considering getting engaged soon, is if you can, definitely take your time in the engagement season. It's such a amazing and wonderful time. You really get to learn about each other, and you go through so much trial, financial challenges, and you just learn a lot. And I think that having so much time to plan our wedding has been super beneficial because we were able to go through all the mistakes and learn from them. And I think that the way that it all came about and has almost come together, it has been really smooth and good. My second advice, if you can and if you are able to, leave people out of your planning process. When I tell you that Spencer and I have planned 100% of our wedding, we have. Now, I know what I want, I know what I like, I'm very type A, I'm very detail enthusiast. I don't even know what the right word would be, but for me it came very simple and naturally, and I was very thankful to have Spencer be fully engaged in every decision process and decision making, and him have an equal say and part in the process. It's not just the bride's duty, it's also the groom's duty. And so we literally planned it, just him and me. And why I cannot recommend that enough is it leaves room away from the opportunities of people casting their opinions, casting what they think is the right thing, what they would want us to do, and so on. Whether that's family, and you know, that gets tricky, or if it's even, you know, just your close inner circle. But if you can leave people out of it, I would highly suggest doing that. And you know, respectfully, I have left my family and his family out of all the planning because I didn't want to go through any complications or uncomfortableness of feeling like someone else was in control of the day that Spencer and I are, you know, working so hard for. So take that, you know, as you will, but I really emphasize that because we didn't run into any problems with that, and I know many couples do, and it is a very tricky, sensitive time. I will say, weddings bring out true colors in everyone. So yes, you know, for a while, I'm sure my mom had even told me, and I'm sure his mom had felt the same, they were like, well, we don't really feel involved, and like we don't really feel like we can do anything. And it's because I didn't need anyone's help with picking out things or making decisions, you know, decision making. It was literally Spencer and I. So that's just my little advice. I'm now gonna go and read off everything that I wrote down in our wedding plan on things that need to get done or get booked. So the first thing was our venue, which we booked, photographer, which we booked, videographer, which we have not yet booked because it's not in our budget. And so I'm not sure where that's gonna go. If I'm being honest, in this moment, I would love to have a content creator. It's just not in our budget. Moving on, we have a day of wedding coordinator. And we do have her booked, which is such a blessing because yes, Spencer and I are planning everything, but the day of, it needs to get ran and it needs to get done correctly. Save the dates, which I graphic designed in Canva, and Spencer and I already have sent those out. And right after that would be the invitations to the wedding, which I did also graphic design in Canva, which we do need to send those out. So they're made, they're just not sent out yet. Wedding website, which is completed, it's made, it's not published yet just because I'm not gonna do that until we are ready to send out the invitations. My wedding dress and my shoes is done. Spencer's suit is not done, but he does have his shoes. We have booked our DJ. We need to book a hotel room for the night of our wedding for Spencer and I. I need to book my MUA for the wedding, which I did, and hairdresser for the wedding, which I did. We already booked our catering, which I am so excited about this. We went, we tried out the food, and it is absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to literally eat our food. We did not want anything fancy. A 3-course meal was just something that Spencer and I knew we did not want, and so it was really important to us to have good food that we would enjoy, that our guests would enjoy, and let me tell you, it's gonna be great. Right underneath the food would be beverages, so like the sodas we need, the waters, and then the alcohol. Then we have our cake and guest desserts. We are going to be doing a small cake for Spencer and I to do our cake cutting with, and then our guests are going to have their own individual desserts. Obviously, those are perishable items, so we don't have any of the beverages and we don't have any cake or desserts really finalized just yet. We are gonna do something super local with that, so we're not really too worried about that. Moving on to decor and all of the little details. So table decor, which is tablecloths, vases for our flowers, for all the tables, reserve signs, and table numbers. I have all of that, which is awesome. And it's really nice to know that I already have had that. We have our florist booked. However, we do need to get the urns for the flowers, those really beautiful vases that go on pillars or something. So we need to get the urns, but we already have the pillars. Moving on to other decor such as a welcome sign, seating chart, any extra little details for the cocktail hour, gift table, welcome area, those little decor details. I have none of that. I have already made our welcome sign, but it's not printed. I've made some signs for our cocktail hour. They're just not printed, but luckily it will be very inexpensive to do since it's just gonna go in a frame. Our venue is an outdoor venue, so we don't even really need that much. If anything, it's more signage and personalization than actual decor. Next, we have dance party accessories, which was Spencer's #1 request, was to have those light up little sticks. He loves those. We've been to weddings that have had that, and that's his favorite thing, and he feels a lot more comfortable being on the dance floor with that. So we did already buy over 100 of those. They're already in our garage. Wedding bands, we do not have wedding bands yet. We still don't really know what we're going to do when we're gonna purchase that. We kind of want to go a little bit more affordable route just because we plan on getting something a lot nicer in the future. So we will see what we do with that. Obviously, getting your marriage license is super important. So booking that appointment and then actually go getting that done, closer down the line before the wedding. practice our first dance, which we have practiced here and there, but definitely not like a full out yet. We haven't even chose like our song officially, so that also comes later. And then we have our officiant / premarital counseling, which we are almost completed with. We did a premarital counseling through our church, and in order for our pastor or one of our pastors to marry us and be the officiant, we have to take this course, and we've been taking it for, I want to say, 4 months now, and it's been a blessing to our lives like you couldn't even believe. So it's crazy to think that we literally only have like 2 more sessions and we're done. Write our vows, send the shot list for our photographer, make our playlist and send over to DJ, groomsmen tux and shoes, bridesmaids dress and shoes, which I did already send inspo boards to the both of them, but all these other details that I'm kind of telling you like can't be really completed until like a couple months from now. Well, actually we are a couple months away from the wedding, so I mean very, very soon. Finalizing our playlist can be a little bit later. Writing our vows can be a little bit later. Like those aren't on fire, but they will need to get done eventually. Planning our mini moon, creating our day of itinerary, hiring our bartenders for our bar service, and then cocktail hour decor. So that is everything that I have on the list. I would love to know if I have forgotten anything that you guys think is super important. Good morning, you guys. It is 5:58 in the morning. I'm gonna get ready now and go to my workout class. It's a 6:30 a.m. workout class. So let's brush our teeth. Let's have a little pre-workout snack, possibly an energy drink, and that's how we're gonna start our day this morning. All right, we're ready. Let's go. I stuck that card because I need to write some info. And yeah. Dusty bus. We just got to the alteration place and we have my dress, we have my shoes, my mom is here with me, and this has been something that as a 2026 bride I have been procrastinating, and the only reason why is because I was terrified to see how much it was going to cost me. But now, because we are 4 months away from the wedding, I cannot procrastinate this any longer. And luckily for me, I don't need that much alteration. It's just right here in like the bust area of the dress. So let's go inside and hopefully it's not too expensive. What do you think? How much do you think it's going to be for the little fix that I want?
However, sorry to interrupt, a hem. You need a hem, a little hem at the bottom, because it is pretty long, even though you wear the heels. But we'll only see today when she does all the trying on and see how it is. But yeah. I'm assuming, because I once was in that situation, I want to say,
like,
I want to say between $250 to $500 the most.
Really?
That's being conservative. Yes, because at the place of where we bought your dress, they wanted over $1,000.
Yeah, the bridal shop, which is Mona Me in Orange County, they quoted us at least like $900 at the minimum, but they were suggesting an absurd amount of alterations that I feel I did not want. I didn't want to do any alterations to the waistline. I didn't want to feel like I was trapped in a certain size that I had to be for the next couple months. So
no,
I'm really glad that I decided not to do that. So we'll see. I'm expecting, like, I'm scared. I've heard crazy stories.
Okay, so what do you think?
Like over 500.
Okay, so we're the same, right? Because I said between 500 to 900.
You said, no, you said 250.
50 to 500.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
That's being conservative, guys.
We're inside, we made it, and it's time to get dressed into my wedding dress. But we're gonna put my shoes on first. My little wedding shoes. Gorge. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen them in so long because I bought them a long time ago. We are in my garage and I have a bunch of wedding stuff that I've been collecting with Spencer and with my mom. It's all here in our house, in our garage, and this is perfect that I'm recording this to not only share, but also I've been really needing to organize this part of my garage. I live with my mom. I'm still living at home until I get married with Spencer. And basically I have this section of the garage. So Spencer and I have been like purchasing some things for our future apartment and then obviously our wedding stuff, so it's all here. I also have a couple of boxes from like my childhood keepsakes, but it's just gotten out of hand and I really need to see what I even have and what I still need to purchase because January is right around the corner and we gotta get going. So I have these, why am I blanking? Pedestals? I don't know what they're called. I literally cannot think of it right now, but I got these from Hobby Lobby and they were on clearance. However, I'm missing one. I need to purchase one more small one. I have 4 of these tall guys. This is what they look like. And then I have one small one, which let me grab. This is the smaller size. Now I was able to actually see and find like all the wedding stuff that we have. So starting off with some things from Hobby Lobby. We have some reserve signs. I think we have like 4 of these. Yeah, we have 4. These, like I said, they're from Hobby Lobby and we're gonna put these on tables for the reception that need to be reserved for like the bridal party, his family, my family, and then like our family together. So that's basically what we have there. And then we have this one that says sweets and treats. We are doing our own individual cake and then our guests are gonna have like their own little table where they can pick their dessert that we're gonna have for them. So I think this was cute. And then we have this one that says cards and gifts. So this will go on a different table or a different like section for cards and gifts. The first thing we have in this corner is this box, and this has our little glow sticks for the dance party. They're just like these foam sticks that literally turn on. Hold on. Like this. And the reason that I chose the all white and like this clear light is because I don't like the ones that are like multicolor. That's my personal thing. I just felt like it looked tacky, but Spencer insisted on having these, so we met in the middle and I found just like the white clear ones. So we've got a bunch of those in here. I have a neon sign right here that says you and me on it. This was a clearance sign from Hobby Lobby. We're gonna put this where the bar area will be, like where the drinks. So it's cute, and then we could always sell it at the end because it just says you and me on it. So super cute. We have our box for our cards. I found this at Home Goods many months back, and I don't know why I fell in love with it. It's just a kind of pearly off-white velvet box, and I loved it most importantly because we could reuse this for our apartment, and I think it's really cute and kind of classy and just a little bit different for a card box. So we're gonna have this for our cards next to the little cards and gift sign. And I thought this was really pretty. I would love to embroider it and have it say like Suzette and Spencer on it, but I don't know how to do that, and I don't know where to go get that done for this box, so all white is just fine. And it was $6.99. Also in this box I have our numbers for all the tables, the table numbers. These are from Amazon, and they're very cute, super classy and simple looking. They're just white and black. And then I also have the little gold things that clip onto the number, so you can like have it be standing up. So we have that. And then we have our vow books as well. This is all from Amazon. In these other boxes, we have our giant box of all of our tablecloths that we have purchased. And then in these other ones, those are all of our vases, and we purchased the vases off Temu. So we have like, I don't even know, over 100 vases, because the vision is for each table to have like a very large amount of vases. So that is what we have there. And I think that is everything. We have our gold little easel. I think you could see it right here. That's gonna be for our welcome sign. And then we have these umbrellas here. I use them for my bridal shower.